They played two of the more memorable Super Bowls in recent history. The Giants and Patriots are underway again.
Fielded a couple yards into the end zone. And this will go as a touchback, and they will begin things at the 25.
Giants will stop play as they take a timeout defensively. They'll have two remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter.
Let's go. Cowboy 80. 54. Let's make these babies cry all the way back home, yo.
They'll throw on first down with Fromm. And the Giant rush gets home as down he goes. A bad start there. A big loss on their first play from scrimmage. It's second down. That's called setting the tone right away.
It certainly is, and it lets you know just how important communication is amongst the offensive line. They talk about it all the time, knowing each other's moves. You've got to be coordinated and in sync. Otherwise, your quarterback gets hit.
Now whistles come in. We're going to get a timeout here by the offense. They'll have two remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter. Try and run with their fullback. And they won't fare much better here as he maybe gets back to the line. No gain on the play this time, and it'll be a third and long situation coming up.
And long.
54's Mike. 54's Mike. Check. Watch 54. Watch 54. Time to go. Night.
Out of the shotgun, here's Fromm.
And he goes down. It's a sack. They get him back at his own 3-yard line.
Javon Kinlaw picks up his second sack of the afternoon.
Here's Kevin Huber now. And no room for error here as his first punt comes from deep in his own end zone. And now the punt team couldn't get ready in time, and this is going to be a delay. They were already backed up. Now they're backed up further.
I think they were being so careful to make sure all assignments were covered that they ended up running themselves out of time.
Here's Kevin Huber now. He'll kick it away after a 3-and-out on the opening drive of the game. And he'll try and hurry the kick, gets it away, but it's not looking that great. That'll go down as just a 20-yard punt. And the Giants will begin this drive in good shape, 1st and 10. first and 10. It's Jackson. This will be caught inside the 10. And he will take it on in for a giant touchdown.
Touchdown.
Andre Johnson, 26 yards. And the Giants are going to take a first quarter lead. And his kick is no good. An inauspicious start here kicking-wise as this one stays a 6-0 game. Now he's back out there to boom this one away, maybe with some frustration after the PAT miss.
Fielded a couple yards into the end zone. And he'll just sit on this one as their drive will start at the 25.
Their own 25-yard line.
New England with a first down as they begin the drive. And the last drive, the first drive for them, not very good. 3 and out. What do they go to here?
Well, you don't look down at your play sheet and say, this is what the problem is. Let's find out who my playmakers are. Get the ball in their hand.
And he can't get away from the pressure. The Giants get there.
Javon Kinlaw able to disrupt yet another pass play. That is his 3rd sack of the afternoon.
That huge loss on the sack makes this job much more difficult. It's now 2nd down and 22 yards to go. Nowhere to go here. He lost the football. And the offense does cover this one, but back inside their own 5-yard line.
Able to fall on it, but look where they recovered it. That's a big loss.
A lot of bad news on that play for them, wasn't there? Lost the football, lost a lot of yardage, but I think the good news outweighs it. Able to retain possession. That was big for them.
And they're going to sack him again. The 5th time they've gotten him today, and this one results in a safety. And, Charles, at some point, you can't keep worrying about big play. Can this be perfect? You just have to get the ball out of the end zone.
And in the offensive huddle, that was discussed when they called the play. Just get out of the end zone. But you know what's interesting? A lot of the times in the defensive huddle, they actually call a set and then say at the end of it, get a safety. So it's preached, it's coached, it's thought about. Partner, when I was in college, we used to have these things called game maxims that we did before every game. One of them said, press the kicking game, for here's where the breaks are made. It's the area of hidden yardage. How about that return? Flipping the field, taking it past the 50, and getting things set up to start the series.
Oh, he's got some breathing room. And he's going to get this one down to the edge of the red zone. Good yardage as he rumbles for 24 and a first.
24-yard gain on the play. First down, Giants.
Right back to Sanders on first down. And he can't quite get there. Tackled down at the 1. That's over 40 yards of movement with those last 2 plays.
Consecutive plays now where that offensive line has really created a lot of space.
And we've seen the confidence rise, haven't we? It borders on arrogance now, and that's that good arrogance, believing you can run the football whenever you get good and ready.
They'll try and run it in with Jones. And he is in. Touchdown, New York. Taking it in from a yard out. And the Giants add on to their lead.
There's not much that's perfect in football, but that's about as close to it as you're going to get. Score, force a punt, score again.
And both drives were impressive. The opening drive was, that last one was. Now on the other side, though, what's your psyche? You're really behind the 8 ball.
You got to make sure you just hold in there. Survive the early storm, relax a little bit, and try and get back to your game plan. It's way too early for panic.
So with the missed PAT in his rearview mirror, he goes back out to kick this one off.
Fielded a couple yards into the end zone.
The Patriots take over first and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
Trying to get one more in here before the quarter breaks.
Okay, just like that. Just like that. Mike 54. Mike 54.
On first down from
Under pressure, and he'll go down. They'll sack him on what ought to be the final play of this first quarter.
Javon Kinlaw.
Who else? He's in there for his 4th sack of the afternoon. They come up on 2nd and long, and the pass protection just has not been there this afternoon.
They run with Samaje's younger cousin. This is LaMichael Pirine.
And this Giants defense getting off the ball quickly. They stop him behind the line again. They lose 2 on that last play, so things get even tougher. 3rd and long coming up. Need something from deep in the bag of tricks here after 1st and 2nd down went backwards. It's 3rd and very long.
From the gun, it's From.
Levante David in there with pressure yet again. That is the 7th time that they have dropped him here this afternoon.
This offensive line flat out cannot handle this pass rush. We've seen it demonstrated time.
And from their own end zone, it's a fake. And can you believe it? It's a 2nd safety in this ball game. And here's where I'm perfectly happy to defer to my analyst and let him analyze this one.
I don't get it.
That's the analysis?
That's the analysis. I don't get it. I mean, you're on the other side of midfield. Maybe. But a fake punt way down here, you want analysis? Ridiculous. At some point, we're going to get it through our heads. Special teams, special teams, special teams. The spark that often wins games.
The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive.
Everything going right for them so far in this first half. They get another 2 points on the safety. Now they get a chance to build their lead out even further here.
Jackson on 1st down. And the coverage terrific there as that's knocked down and incomplete. The veteran Andre Johnson the target on that one. And that'll bring up 2nd down. To throw again, Jackson. And that'll be incomplete. Took a pretty good shot as he tried to pull that one in. Couldn't hang on 3rd down.
It's another zone defense. It looks like it's open for possibilities, but they did a nice job patrolling the middle of the field and forcing an incompletion.
Now they face a 3rd and 10 after back-to-back incompletions. Operating from the gun, Jackson. And able to haul it in is Kittle. And all the way in. Touchdown, New York. George Kittle, 51 yards. And the Giants are able to grow their lead.
Lining up for the point.
So simple math here in the first half. They've had 3 drives offensively, and they have scored every time, and they've got the lead.
Well, whenever we talk about adjustments, we usually talk about an offense making adjustments, right? This is all about the defense. They've got to figure out some way, somehow to slow them down. Do they blitz a little bit more? Do they play more zone coverage? Right now, they don't know where to go because they're hitting them in every direction.
And makes it across the 20 as his guys will set up shop at the 23-yard line.
At their own 23-yard line.
The Pats at the line ready to go. And some dangerous territory. You're already down 3 scores. A 3-and-out here or an inability to put any points up. This one might be over by half.
Yeah, and what you also have to guard against is calling every play for a big shot downfield. You know, thinking you're going to get all these points back on one drive. You're not. And last time I looked, it's still the first half. I'm not saying you have ultimate patience here, but you also don't have to go ahead and force everything either.
First and 10 from.
And the giant rush gets home as down he goes.
Javon Kinlaw.
My goodness, make that now 5 sacks for him in this ball game. Really turning in an incredible performance. They come up on 2nd and long, and the pass protection just has not been there this afternoon. 2 minutes remaining in this first half of football.
We remind you that coming up at halftime, Jonathan Coachman will be alongside. He'll have highlights and analysis from Orlando of this first half of action. And he's going to be brought down back at his own 6-yard line.
So, Brandon, we've sat in with a lot of coaches, and when they talk about things they want to accomplish offensively, I'm not sure that sack and sack are on their play sheet.
They'll run it here. This is their fullback getting the carry. And trying to push forward, but he is going to be stuffed up in the backfield.
A 3-yard.
Well, I think it's back to the drawing board, or should I say in today's game, the Surface tablet after this drive. 3 plays, they go backwards. They will have like they've gotten something going right there, but they'll have to punt the football away to end this one.
Punting now is Huber as he sends it away. Oh, trying to gauge the sun, and he muffs it. But fortunately, he's able to recover his own fumble, and that could have been trouble.
I know there's no magnet in the ball, but sometimes for the punt returner, after such a scramble, it sort of feels that way, doesn't it? He has it, he loses it, somehow the ball finds its way back to him.
Atone for his sin, and you know he's taking a deep sigh of relief right now. Throwing now, Jackson on first down. This one into the hands of Kittle, the tight end. And he will take it on in for a giant touchdown. George Kittle, 2 catches, 2 touchdowns here so far. And this offense is running away with this one. Now Bailey to tack on the extra point. Now, these have been no picnic for him so far. He's missed 2, but this one is good.
Score Giants 30. Patriots nothing.
So not much time to speak of remaining in this first half as the kick's away. That'll be taken about a yard deep. And it'll come out to the 25 as he will not attempt to return.
25-yard line.
New England with a first down as they begin the drive. And you're under a minute to go in the half, a first half that hasn't been particularly kind to you. How do you think they'll play this?
Well, I think the smart approach is to run out the clock, lick your wounds at the half, and see if you can come up with a strategy to play better in the second. But there's also something to challenging your offense right here. You know, hey, guys, you help dig this hole. See if you can get us out of it a little bit before the half run.
Pressure comes, and down he goes. Javon Kinlaw in there to get him again. That is sack number 6, one off the NFL record of 7. They come up on 2nd and long, and the pass protection just has not been there this afternoon. Throwing is from. And he's going to be brought down. Back at his own 6-yard line. Calais Campbell finding his way home for the sack.
On the play. Brings up 3rd down.
So we've hit intermission. It's halftime. This is the NFL, and it's a presentation of EA Sports. Welcome back. Charles and I settled into the booth, ready for quarter number 3. Second half ready to get rolling. The Giants with a lead, and they are set to receive this kick. Well, certainly not what they wanted out of the locker room here as they'll start defensively at the 40-yard line. Good starting field position for the New York Giants here as they come up 1st and 10 at their own 43. Here's Sanders. It's a 6-yard gain on the ground, and that'll make it 2nd and 4.
Well, I think after that run, the defense is getting back in the huddle and looking at each other and maybe starting to question their confidence a bit. They gave up a significant run, 6 yards, and now you're saying to yourself, how do we stop them, and do I have enough confidence to make a play?
2nd and 4. Another run here with Sanders, fighting him off. And they go backwards here, losing yardage back at the 48-yard line.
Call that a loss of a yard, and things get a little more difficult here. 3rd and 5.
And it's 3rd down.
On 3rd down, they turn to Sanders. Well, this is going to depend on the spot, but it's not a very generous one. He looks to be about a yard or so short. It's a pickup of 4, but they're still a yard short here with 4th down, forthcoming.
It's now 4th down.
On 4th down, Joe Judge makes the decision. They're going for it. They'll go with Jones. And he will have the 1st down as he gets this to the 47. They only got a couple, but a couple's all that they needed as they convert on 4th.
1st down, Giants.
The 4th down run successful. Now they look to pay it off on 1st down.
Mike 5'9", Mike 5'9". Hey, middle.
And now Jackson will look to throw it. And the catch is made here by Tyler Lockett. And he goes down, but not before getting this inside the 25.
Complete.
23 yards, the final tally.
It's a gain of 23.
How about a guy proving his worth in different ways? Had the big play in the run game the play before. This time, they go right back to him in the passing game, and he comes through with yet another big play. That's why you work out so hard in the offseason, so you can stay on the field and accumulate big plays.
7 yards on the pickup there, and it'll leave him with a 2nd and 3.
Hey, when you get good yardage like that on 1st down, it really does a whole lot of good for your entire offense. But I love the way he's finishing those runs. At the end of things, he's making sure he gets just a little bit extra.
A good run, got 7 on 1st. Here's 2nd and 3. Here's Jackson to throw. And he will take it on in for a giant touchdown.
To number 80.
Andre Johnson. 2 catches, 2 touchdowns here so far as his guys continue to put this one out of reach. And oh, can you believe it? He misses another one, his 3rd so far. Now he's back out there to boom this one away, maybe with some frustration after the PAT miss. Fielded a couple yards into the end zone. And no effort to bring this one out. It's a touchback.
At their own 25-yard line.
The Pats at the line, ready to go. They trail offense, first time to touch the ball in quarter 3, and we'll see what they can do.
And I can't wait to see what they have planned, because some teams script to start a half. Other teams just go, okay, these are the sequence of plays we want to run. These things worked well for us. And sometimes they throw in that big chunk play right away.
Shocker.
Try and get after them early and try and create a big play to give themselves some momentum.
See what they have up their sleeve. Here's a 2nd and 2 now from the 33. And again, they'll go right back to the fullback. And he'll be brought down right around the 37. 4 yards the pickup, 1st down.
Well, not a lot of flash and dash on that play. 2nd and 2, and they hand it to the big man. And he ends up picking up a 1st down. A little bit of gray area there, though. But I think what they thought, hey, we hand it to him here. If we come back and don't get it, we still got another down to try and pick it up.
They'll run it here with Pirine. And a 5-yard gain gets him to the 42.
Pirine, the ball carrier. He's brought down at the 42-yard line.
After the pickup of 5, here's 2nd and 5. for their fullback. And he'll be brought down, losing yardage back at the 40. Back now in Foxborough.
36.
And this is a blowout so far as we get set for the fourth quarter. A very one-sided affair. Here's Fromm to throw. And he can't get away from the pressure. The Giants get there. Calais Campbell able to get in there for his second sack of the afternoon. And you hate to say it with a rookie quarterback. He's done some good things, but overall, looked a little bit overwhelmed back there, hasn't he?
He certainly has. But in his defense, he hadn't had a lot of time to throw the football. You like the way I said that? In his defense.
In his defense. I got it.
You see what I did there?
Yeah, he needs better protection, that's for sure.
The Giants take over first and 10 at the 44-yard line.
On first and 10, it's Sanders. And he gets this inside the 35-yard line. It's a gain of 11 and a Giant first down. I tell you, they didn't give it to him much through the first three quarters, but when they have, he's been efficient. Maybe they ride him more here down the stretch.
Yeah, not sure it was actually in the game plan for him to have as few carries as he has, but it might play out really well for them now. As you noted, if they want to ride him down the stretch, he should have fresh legs.
So they'll come up first and 10 now from the 33. They'll run with Sanders. And brought down, but not before they're inside the 25. 10 yards, good for a Giant first down.
Well, that's a carry they have to be satisfied with. And throughout this game, they've been satisfied with what he's given them. Whenever they've needed a big run, a first down, he's the guy they've turned to. And it doesn't matter what the defense thinks. They feel like they've got the confidence to keep handing it to him and keep picking up good yardage.
And he's taken down after a gain of 3 as they move it from the 22 to the 19.
19-yard line.
Brandon, I've got to think this offensive line has got some smiles on its faces. And I know it sounds crazy, but they practiced for this back in training camp. They knew they'd be in situations where it'd be extra defenders in the box coming after them, trying to keep them from locking down a game. Right now, they want to show the world they're up to the challenge.
So it's Giants football here as we welcome you back. They've got a second down now as they look to salt this one away. On second down, it's Sanders. Just a couple on the pickup there, and now it's third down.
He's taken down at the 17-yard line. It's a gain of 2 yards, and it's third down.
An extra corner comes on now for the Patriots D on third down. From the shotgun, a give to Jones. And they are going to score again. Yet another touchdown as they just add to their totals. They seemingly just continue to score at will. And as great as it's been for the offense, you got to feel for that defense down there.
I love how you use the word will, because both teams came into the game with the will to win. But one team has obviously imposed its will on the other and broken them. Because what we're seeing right now, wow, that's a defense that's in tatters after what they faced in this ballgame.
So with the missed PAT in his rearview mirror, he goes back out to kick this one off. From just inside the 20, a short kick. And they're going to start this drive in pretty good shape as they get it up past the 30.
At their own 34-yard.
New England with a first down as they begin the drive. And let's face it, this drive is not going to have any bearing on this game, but it's kind of important for one reason, isn't it?
It certainly is. You got to get points.
And he's going to be brought down here in the backfield. Javon Kinlaw in there for the 7th time in this game alone, and that ties him with the late Derek Thomas for the most sacks ever in a single game. And he's going to go down again. Von Miller, he was the one getting in there, able to wreak his usual havoc.
That right now, that's a defeated team out there. I think you can see it totally in their body language.
Hands on hips, heads low. It's just been a struggle from the start.
Yeah, this team has been thoroughly beaten right from the word go.
And this turns into disaster. He's not going to get forward progress. That'll be a safety. Things are just going from bad to worse now. It's a safety that does him in here, and that is one frustrated offensive unit.
They can't get out from under their own shadow right now. I mean, I know this is the NFL, but could you imagine a college crowd right now? Imagine what they'd be doing. They'd be chanting, "Start the bus," because they think this one is over.
They'll run on first down. It's Sanders. And he is tackled inside the 40, not quite to the 35.
And this is an example of breaking down a defense, because on a lot of these runs, he's getting past the point of attack, and guess what he's doing? Forcing the secondary guys to have to make a lot of tackles.
So a victory here for the men in blue, the New York Giants. And I tell you what, Charles, this might be about as good as it gets. They were incredible.
Yeah, offense was in fine form. The defense threw the shutout at them. I think they worked in concert together. What I like about the offense was they held the ball pretty well. You know, time of possession.